Hey, it's Dan, and welcome to Unified Gaming. So today, guys, it is the Battlegrounds week event. This time they're doing Deathmatch, which is like the best mode for PvP, so really cool to see that. We are going to just do a range of different matches, Battlegrounds, maybe some Cyrodiil, maybe some IC, just showing out some different PvP builds. I've put a poll up on the channel already, so you can see it in the chat, and it's just different builds to go on next. What I'm currently using is Explosion. This is a ranged bomber that I've been working on. It is really cool, hits like a truck, really fun to play. And above all, you don't have to use an ult, which is so good. So I really want to showcase this. And then we'll kind of spend a bit of the stream as well talking about kind of the changes for next patch. You might have noticed on the channel there's been a lot of build videos recently for next patch, so lots of sort of early access and silver and stuff. I will be updating all of the other videos in the next probably day and a half. So then you'd have what's the update to the Sorcerer, what's the update to the Sniper, what's the update to the etc bit. So that's kind of what I'm planning to do, and if there's not an update it's because it's the same. So that's the plan for tonight. How are people doing? How are people finding the game at the moment? Hey, look at this guy with his little flute, the bagpipes. So we're just waiting for some players. So yeah, the aim of this build whilst we're waiting is it basically utilizes some shenanigans to get really high damage at range and to stack proc sets. So we utilize the Arcanist with the Sorcerer, and then this gives us really good damage. There is a build video on the channel for this already. This is a slightly updated version from that because I found a few new pieces of tech that I could use to make it even better. But I do think we might time out on this one. But the premise of this build is that we basically sneak around. When we find a group, we do Explosion, Intercloak, and then that will blow up an entire group. It does so much damage. I've made it do way more than usual, which is awesome. But I have a feeling this one is going to close, as I say. Yeah, I think this is going to... Oh, we've got another player. We might be in luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yay. Okay, this looks like it's going to start. Yeah, so this build is the Explosion build, as I said. It's basically a ranged bomber. That's its idea. I kind of got, I missed the old days where you could use the Destro ult and just bomb. And obviously they kind of got rid of that. So I've been hard at work to find an alternative, and this is the closest I've got. So I'll show you what it does. It's really cool. Just curious, obviously you might have noticed on the channel there's been a few more niche builds. What are your thoughts of those being public? Because I've deliberately kept them not. So where are the people? Just waiting for a little stack of them. A few greens in there, perfect. Or my overload. That's him dead. Oh, I love the damage. They killed me from behind though. They got me. He got me with our crushing shock. Yeah, so what we'll do, we'll push it into them and I'll show you kind of the big group burst you can get. And I said we'll take this into Cyrodiil as well if we get some time. It doesn't look like it's going to be one of these matches where it's going to be like one team v the others. Gonna go for another one. Dead. Let me move to the side. Oh, I love the execute on this. The execute's so good. Oh, we've got some people coming in. Oh, that's 2 dead. Like, this is so silly, isn't it? I'm trying to get me with toxic. I am so low on resources, and that toxic is really hurting us. Got my overload ready. Oh, that's him dead. Yeah, our damage is actually stupidly high. Really, really nasty damage, as you can see. Oh, almost got him with the delayed. Managed to get some kills up there. Yeah, so we had 12 kills. A triple kill, double kills. Honestly, this thing's like awesome. Really, really cool. But yeah, now that the people found the stream, how are people doing tonight? I'll do one more on the match than this in BGs because it is a really cool event. And we'll grab our mail. Which then should have enough potions to keep us going for a bit of time. There we go. So yeah, we're queued for Battlegrounds again. I'm just going to do my little mount. I always forget to do him. Don't know who that is. He looks like he's on a healer. Yeah, he's on a healer. Rah. Yeah, the burst is really good against healers too. Really good burst. So I'm going to just quickly reset my ult at a guild house whilst we're waiting. And I might jump into IC depending on the BG cube. And if you have a preference on a build you want me to run next, there is a poll going. So, you know, do take part in the poll. Post in chat if you've got a different idea. We'll reset this here. And then, whilst we are waiting, we'll pop into what's Cyrodiil like. That's pretty full. Can I get in? 15. That's not too bad. Because I want to take this into Cyrodiil as well. So we'll go into IC. Hey, you're right, Streak. He's like, hi, Mr. Dan. I'm just hopping into Cyrodiil whilst we wait. Sorry, IC whilst we wait for Cyrodiil. And we're also queued for BGs. Let's go down to Temple. So this is like a ranged bomb build. It's designed to hit really hard, and I've made it to be used in such a way where you don't have to use an ultimate. So like you could put on shooting star if you want a ranged ult. And what I like with this is it makes it easier to like pick targets because you're not reliant on having 500 ultimate, if that makes sense. So I can see a group of reds there. Sneaky, sneaky. He's got a lot of health. Oh. You know, you hear a Nightblade. That was literally the sound of a Nightblade, that little like slash. Okay. I want a Sky Shard. I'm desperate for Sky Shards. Let me get my Sky Shard! No, I want the Sky Shard! Oh, we managed to stay alive. Managed to stay alive. Yeah, we're uber squishy, as you can probably tell. Like, uber squishy. I was trying to get the Sky Shard and he wouldn't let me get it. I wonder if they're going to go for the boss. So I put on this and just do some deep thoughts. Just get a heal quick. And then we'll have a little look and see, can we get some cheeky kills? Oh, hit the guard. The guard spawned just as I went to go for the combo. Literally, you'll see as I hit them, the guards appear and I hit the guard. I was meant to hit the guy with a follow-up. That's frustrating. We'll pot down. So we're just looking around. That's those dead. Yeah, our healing power is very, very low, though, as you can tell. So as we move around, like, we hit very, very hard. But we are very, very, very squishy. So it's like a live or die build. There's no in the middle. So if you're not happy with dying, then this isn't the build for you. So we're just seeing where the groups are. Oh, I'll take that. That's 4k Telva. It's a nice little 4k, wasn't it? I think the execute was like 13k on him. How much was that execute? Oh, it won't be. I'm still in combat, aren't I? Yeah. Oh. I went for the Soul Tether. I was channeling the explosion. If you get the explosion on him, it's like a 1-hit kill. Our Battlegrounds is ready, so we'll jump into there. Yeah, so the aim of this, I'll show you like the tooltip, because the tooltip's pretty disgusting. This is in like, no CP, and it's 17k. And obviously when we fully buff up with our contingency too, it's 20k. So this thing hits really, really hard, as you'll see. The damage sigil's over there, so we're going to nab that too. Oh, that's cool. Look at the little purple bit there. Is that really prominent? We've got the sigil power going as well, which is going to give us so much damage. Gonna go for the explosion there. Oh, I got me with this, literally the howl just before. There's another one dead. Alright, it's blocking. I'm going to get some sustain back over here. Her Blood Angel says, if I ever see you in BGs, go easy on me. We'll put all our buffs back on. There's a lot of healing there. Let me get some healing. I'm going to my deep thoughts, get the sustain going. What I like with this is you can literally be a bit like free with how quickly you throw this out, because it hits very, very hard, and you can just move around and just, no, if you get the kill, you get the kill and it explodes. So we've had 6 kills so far. Oh, I'm not going to die to a silly bash tank. Move up here. Oh, there's a person with us there. Oh, take the damage sigil, defense sigil, sorry. Always useful to have that. And speed. Yes, please. Too dead. Where's the rest of them? Where's that guy? Boom, boom, boom. I love it. When you get the execute on them, it hits so hard. Got an assist there. Yeah, 10 kills. So I feel like the damage on this is pretty decent. Do I heal? Keep our kill streak going. Yeah, evil cloak. Cloak's so good. Such a crutch. Such a crutch. Get our sustain back. Ops. He's got his ult on. Boom. Hey, 13 kill streak. That's very good. A triple kill. Got another skill point, which is always useful. We need those. And what's nice with this is that we can literally, like I said, throw out those huge AoEs and get those kills. Where are we in our Cyrodiil queue is the question. Oh, it looked like we would have missed it, actually. Hey, we're third. Let me put a poll up. People will say stay on the bomber, so we'll do that. Cyrodiil or BGs? Which one? Which one would you like to see? Oh, it's Wholesome. He's on the healer. I went to go for the streak through him. I went to go for the streak through him. I didn't expect to have the heals. We do that again. I've got 20 seconds. Oh, well, I wanted to duel him. People say build Gs. And explosion plus BGs is life. Yeah, explosion is really good. It's really good if you build into it. Let's go into nickel. So yeah, there's a poll going. Whilst we're waiting, we'll stay in Cyrodiil. If there's like a clear preference to like switch and go into BGs, then when the BGs pop, we'll go into BGs. If the BGs obviously don't pop, we'll just stay in Cyrodiil until it's kind of ready, okay? But no, I really like this build. There's a video on the channel for this. I have since updated it slightly. I've namely changed the monster set and... Well, actually, I've changed all 3 sets. But this is a lot better to play. Having played both, I think this is more armor-esque, whereas the other is much more large single target hits. So you're going to push to nickel. I would have thought the BGQ, when I was doing it earlier, would be like now, where it was just popping all the time. Literally was like 30 seconds pop, 30 seconds pop. You can get in really quick. So how big of a fight is this? This looks like it's open already. Oh yeah, there's some people here. Oh, there's a lot of oil there. A lot of oil. Oil is bad for my myself. Oh, so much oil. Yeah. Oh, I did not expect this many people up here. It takes too long to channel. Just so many dots, Marcelok. We can use the camp though, thankfully. Yeah, I didn't think there'd be that many in there. There's a lot of people in there. We need like a side door open so we can actually get the channel in there. Because it takes a little bit of a time to like cast it, as you can understand. Oh, look at the oil. It does so much freaking damage, oil. Oh, I can morph and meditate finally. Oh, that was too dead. If we killed these two at the back, doing our explosion shenanigans. And I can morph the skill. I've been after this morph for freaking ages. This is like a massive sustain boost. We go from 1500 to 1600, but this increases to like 2000. So this will go up and up and up. And obviously with it being every second, it is a lot of extra sustain. Oh, nasty full damage there. We'll go towards Robeck, see what's going on down here. Pop. I stole that kill. He's running. He's very quick on his little horse. Yeah, I won't be able to catch him. He's way too fast. But we might be able to catch him on the stairs going to the farm. Yeah, so there's some yellows going down already. I think I hit the wrong person. I'm on the wrong bar. That was my bad. I've got a BG ready. Let's take that before it goes, because the pole's still like leaning towards BGs. But yeah, the damage, that was 21k we did to that person. As you can see, like there's that person there, 21,000 damage we did to him. It's a lot of freaking damage in one hit. Bear in mind we have proc sets and other things. Yeah, Rusky's like, yes, you got the BG. Yeah, I always leave it to like the very last second if I can. Hey, there you are. You're in the same one as me. I'm assuming that's you. Oh no, he's gonna get us. He's gonna get us. I'm assuming it's the same person. It's literally spelled the same way, man. But there he is. On who? Oh, this will be interesting. You're on the wrong team. I'm on the right team, mate. I'm on the right team. You're on the wrong team, but you're down here. Always love it. I don't know if anybody can relate, but like as a kid, I used to play with like my brothers. And I used to play like Call of Duty, and I used to play Goldeneye. So I don't know if anybody remembers Goldeneye on the N64. Quality game. And we used to play, like you just used to play together when you're playing with your mates or you're playing with your brothers and stuff. It was just always like nice when you go against each other because it's like, I got you kind of thing. So I imagine there'll be a bit of that when obviously he gets us because we are squishy. We're going to go for the sigil and we're going to try and kill him. That's the plan. Sweet. Damage. Oh! That was 6 kills. I'd have no stam. Come on, come on, come on. Walk up here, walk up here. Oh, he didn't. I so hoped he would. Oh, there's another 2 dead. Oh, someone stole the kills. Oh. Yeah, that's 6 kills and 2 assists. That was not bad with the first little go, was it? Because I got there to the damage sigil before he did, and his team was able to then use that to like blow up the whole team with one button. Oh. Ah, there he is. We're just gonna pray. There you go. I like using the chair emoji. That's also quite a fun one. Oh, this is gonna look good here. Watch this. Oh, that was another. How many kills did we get there? Another 4 kills. Honestly, when I said this bomb's at range, you see what I mean? Like, considering we're not using an ult when we kill people, by the way, it's actually quite silly, the damage. Dead. Come on, walk up the stairs, walk up the stairs. No, 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 leave me alone. I'm just a humble person. Oh, almost got him at the back as well. Yeah, what do you think of the damage, guys, on this? Like, obviously you've seen a few kind of good little hits here. Oh, I saw that kill, thank you. Oh, damage sigil. Oh, literally, it's like Christmas. I got greedy. I got greedy. I got greedy. 13 to 4 though, I'll take that. That's pretty decent. And his man was who? Let's see if did we catch him? Did we catch him? Streaks one Zerg him. Love it. Let's see if we caught him. We caught so many of them, we did. Yeah, it's 27k explosion. Stupid. Yeah, the bomber's awesome. That's what I love with this. Block's really annoying to fight against. Because you can see, because he's holding block, he's not getting stunned. And obviously he's sitting in the hills. Oh, almost got him there. He's gone back into his little hill circle. Just trolling. We'll finish the duel here. Ruski is saying there were 6 power sigils in the game and I got 1. Yeah, I grabbed about 5. Gorgon said he had 44k health, 40k resist, and I wiped out with the whole team. The poll split literally 50-50 between BGs and Cyrodiil. So we'll stay in BGs. I'm just messaging. Who's in this match? Anybody in the match we know? The answer is no. Okay. Green there, blue there, which means red, it might be there. We're going to run over yonder, okay? Oh, it's green. That's not too useful. I think you loaded my MMR, I'm in a different game. Watch this. Ready? He went for his ult. Let's move around here. Oh, damage sigil. It's not my best friend, this is. That's that couple dead there. Oh, I got so close. Yeah, I like to think it didn't lower your MMR, but it'd be funny if it did. Dead. Do you see the burst? Oh, look at that. That is crazy. That damage. Absolutely crazy. The sigil down there. No, it's just lighting. No, it's a bit too quick for us. Another diff. Dead. I'm gonna go get some resources. I went a bit aggressive there. Leave me alone, leave me alone. No, no, no. Let me bash, please. I couldn't see Z bash. Couldn't see Z break. Could not see Z break. Oh well, things happen. Oh, almost got him. You have to get the one person though to trigger the like chain. Or take that. Thank you. Get all that ult. Let's go for the guy at the back. Force pulse got me. AoE on force pulse is pretty decent. Got hit with a Flames Oblivion. He was very lucky he didn't die. Yeah, 7 kills. That's not too bad though. Yeah, the poll is still split, so we'll keep queuing for BGs whilst we wait. I don't know. Oh, I see. He's good, he is. Thought you quit. Let's see if we can get back into Cyrodiil whilst we wait. Hopefully the queue isn't too bad. Oh, we can get back in. Oh, BGs is ready though. Okay. Alright, we're jumping into BGs. We do. I think Z's in this one because we went in at the same time. Yeah, he's decent, he is. He's good. So this will be an interesting match. We can also add Cyrodiil. But yeah, I'm quite happy with this build. People say go into Cyrodiil. I'll put a poll up as well. Do we stay on this or do we change? Simple poll, do we stay on the build or do we change? Okay, we're just waiting for some players. I think we're almost ready to go though. Just need one down there. But yeah, the poll is up to say, do we stay on the little Nightblade bomb thing that we're doing? Or do we switch character, basically? I am back. The person saying, can we finish the game quick? Because they got food that doesn't expire. Yeah, we're just missing one at the bottom. Just one. Okay. Okay, so if we change, a few people obviously put change. The question is, what would you want to change to? So I have obviously like the Sorcerer, 1 bar, 2 bar Sulks, 1 bar DK, Nightblade Sniper, Sulk Sniper, Oaken Sword Sniper, 1 bar DK, HP tank thing, that's like should be tanky. This. With his drum. It looks like we have enough players now. Monkey says something is 1 bar. It's my vote. I did think about making a 1 bar version of this. Not sure how it will work. I feel like we'd have to drop maybe the mythic. We're gonna go that way. Got to change. Can't have too many people knowing about the source. I'm curious. What do people think we're using? Obviously, what Fisher's Death, we've got Dark Convergence. But what's this special source? There's something special that's making it all work together. And I've not seen anybody use it. Run, run, as quick as we can. Okay, we've got the damage sigil. You grab that speed one. I got C. That was a nasty hit, that was. Hop. Thank you, Leo. I love that we just get like loads of kills. Yeah, but I'm curious, have people worked out what sets I'm using? Got a sustain back. I need to level this skill up. This takes freaking ages. I was hoping he's going to walk into it. Oh, I see he tried to get me. He ran away, he ran away. Hop. Let's get some healing going. I'm so low on health. Ah, I got them both. Ah, that was awesome. That was awesome. I literally saved his life. Actually saved his life. Oh. Ah, I'll go for C. 10 kills. It's so good. This is so, so good. Risky says, to be fair, one of the things you're running and I've not seen on LE Expansion is the tentacle. Yeah. That tentacle, in order to find a way where you can get it to proc Dark Convergence and the tentacle at the same time, took a lot of testing. Took a lot of testing. Mary says, what are we using? We are using Shenanigans. The build, I need to make a video for this, but it's pretty much as optimized as it can get. I'll show you like our stats. It's actually pretty silly. So yeah, we've got 17.5k pen with 5k spell and weapon damage with 35k magicka. Pretty high stats. We also get guaranteed minor breach with the combo of how we use it. So another 3k, that's 20k pen base. And we also have major breach. So we have about 25k pen at all times, which is really, really nice because of when we hit people, we are just penetrating all of their armor. We have then loads of crit damage boosts, as you've probably seen. So yeah, there will be a video coming out at some point, but it is very, very cheesy. And I'm like concerned that if people start to run it, it will get nerfed because it's using some interactions that, although are allowed, I don't think they want them to stay like this because it's pretty ridiculous, as you've seen. Like for context, we hit a guy of 14k there, explosion, 15,000 there, 14,500 there, 13,700, 16,700, 25,000 there, 15,000, 14,600, 12,000. So like it's consistently hitting 27,000. It's consistently hitting really, really hard. Ruski is saying, I'd rather players run cheesy AoE mortar builds than we get to Vengeance. 10 Zerglings running around Elliot Explosion could kill ball group. Oh, 100%. If you had 2 people do this, I can pretty much blow up a person by itself, yeah? 2 people do this at once, guaranteed, like guaranteed. It should destroy a whole group. Because if you look at the tooltip, Mary, as well, like watch this. Ready? So my explosion tooltip is a casual 22,500 with 5,000 shock. My champion points, I don't think I have any AoE in there. Crits, direct damage. I've got AoE there, and I've got Occulode, which I probably don't need this. I think of Anton saying a good ball grip, it couldn't if you sync them at the same time. And I think that's where it shines. If you have two people go 3, 2, 1, fire, and you have 2 hits come into you instantly, it will do stupid damage. I do need to level up this though, because this is like my regen. I have no regen otherwise. And it's worth a lot of sustain. It's like 3.2k regen, that skill. Very, very good. Yeah. I can, by the way, I am being very stubborn there because I'm out of skill points. But I could put on the Meteor from the Mage Guild. And then I could obviously have a ranged ult, which I don't currently have. You've seen me kill groups of people pretty consistently, considering how easy it is. And I've not used an ultimate, like a ranged or burst ult. So imagine if we have like a burst ult with this, or we could drop the Arcanist, in all honesty. Because this is only here mainly because Tree Ties makes our Mage's Wrath become spammable with an execute on it. And then we can obviously then use something like Necromancer and get the Colossus, which that hits very, very hard. And this will proc all our sets. We could backbar this. So there's lots of ways around it. The issue with Blast Bones is it's telegraphed. What I like to try and do with this is kind of go from behind the group to then catch them. Meteor is very hard to sync with Explosion. What I think would be probably ideal would be what I did on the video. I was using Leap. So this hits like a truck. And if you get Take Flight or you get the one with the shield, you can use Explosion. This you can channel straight into it. So like you could do Explosion, Mage's Wrath on a target, and Leap. The Leap makes that person unable to roll dodge away because it automatically snares them like 90%. And I have used it on my like previous version of this, where I was doing Explosion into Leap, and it was one-shotting people. Oh, we are using VD. I think this is about 22k in PvP, in CP. Very, very nasty. Blazed Ray saying the meta build is changing your build every hour. Yeah. But I think that's the fun of the game. The fun of the game for me is trying something out and going, what can I do that's actually decent? For context, if you're a member on the channel and you've seen the video for this, I have obviously changed it quite drastically since that video, because I was testing to go, can I make a melee bomb build that doesn't need Balorg? And the answer was yes, which I'll show on the PTS in a moment. But when I started doing the testing, I was like, I could use some of that idea and then like put it onto this, which is obviously what I did. Oh, he's got damage sigil. He doesn't have any more though, does he? There you go. I don't know how we survived that, but we stayed alive. Damn, that resource. So much. So much. Dead. Yeah, I love it. Dead. I blew the guy up behind me. He literally melted. Have you seen it? Full health. Dead. I got aggressive. I'm still testing subclass for my Warden. I'm trying Warden and Arcanist at the moment. It's cool. Warden and Arcanist is decent. You can make a full like, ice build using Tentacular Dread. Oh, he had a big kill there, didn't he? I'm out of resources. Healers make a big difference. You guys got 400k healer there. It's not huge, but it's just enough to be a nuisance. There's so much healing with them, it's really hard to get any, and so much cleanses. They all came and got me there, the whole group came down. I've had 6 kills though. Yeah, 800k healing he did in the end. He did a lot of healing, just we noticed it. Yeah, about 900k total. Blaze says he's running Ring of the Wild Hunt with Asylum Daggers for chaotic wind boost and going full movement speed is so fun. Oh yeah, max speed's really, really cool. What we'll do, just for like the fun of it, is we will change the subclass to DK just to show you the leap. Leap's really good with the build. We do lose a bit of pen, but the leap is very, very satisfying. So swap this out for the Dragonknight. Look at 25k. It's actually just it's disgusting. None of these really help with what we're trying to do here. But yeah, it's pretty nasty. No, so we do need to then have Surge to get a damage buff in. So if we do this, and you then do Explosion into Leap, it melts people. It is like so much damage. The Nightblade. It's called the Nightblade. Fair enough. Yes, we're cured. At the moment, the poll is like, do we stay on the same build? And it's like literally split 50-50. So when we get to say like 20 votes, we'll then have like a good idea of what people want to see. There's 8 votes at the moment. But yeah, with the leap on this, you obviously then get access to a really, really big just burst called 27k. And so like if you do this, you obviously then have the ability to literally go in and blow up entire groups, but you're much more vulnerable. You can use the other one, Ferocious Leap, which gives you all damage sigil. 2 of them. Which gives you access to the big shield. Yeah, if you've joined, we're just messing around in Battlegrounds and we're on a bomb build. So the bomb build focuses on using shocking explosion. So if I buff up and show the damage, which has a casual 20k tooltip. And then there's a variation where you can add in take flight to get like another 22, 23k on top of that. And obviously what ends up happening is you just blow groups up. When you land the 2 of those together, it's so much damage. Mary, how are you finding the Warden Arcanist combo? So I made one where I did the Arcanist using Tentacular Dread, Class Mastery, Chidden Souls, and I was able to then use the ice sets, and that was pretty cool. Like very thematic, because all of my damage was ice. And I quite like those kind of more niche things. Okay, there's 2 damage sigils over that we're going to have to rush to get. It's about to start. Okay, we're almost ready. I went to go to my swap bar. I didn't swap bar because of the lag. I went to swap bar and go for the leap to go for the kills. Let's buff up. I want the wrong bars. We managed to push them back. In for the in-cap surprise attack. I think I prefer the just focus on the explosion, but having the leap option is very nice when it lands. Push round. He's literally waiting for me. Deadly and Tideborn. Fine, Deadly is okay, but it doesn't help your healing. There's only issue with Deadly. It's a cool set. I was streaked and I got hit with a leap. I don't know if you saw the leap snare. That was a weird like animation there. Got some sustain back. We got our ult ready, so we'll go for the. They have a lot of healers in their group. But there he is. Didn't get it. So many healers in there. Yeah, there are 2 healers in there, which is making a huge difference. There's like 4 or 5 heals in there. Yeah, they're literally sitting in the group, aren't they? Out from a dot. Oh, that was more of a tough one, that was. The healers though, look at that, million there, 800k there, so much healing. I think I prefer the Arcanist version though, just because it's like simpler to do. If the leap lands, you do have slightly more killing power, but I just don't think it's worth it, personally. And that's kind of why I changed it. So I'll put it back to what it was. Let's put on the Arcanist, Heart of the Tome. That goes there. That goes there, and we're good to go again. Yeah, the poll is still split, so we'll keep on the build. Mary is saying that they use Deadly and Tideborn. I'm using Animal Companions and Winter's class lines for the Warden and Herald of the Tome from the Arcanist. Maybe I'm going to change Winter for Assassination from the Nightblade for more crit damage. The Nightblade gives you is more crit chance beyond the Hemorrhage. You will have access to Spec Bow, which will give you a really big burst hit, which is really nice. And you can charge it twice, so there's like some good uses to do that. I personally, I think you need to have a healing line in there somewhere. Otherwise, you're going to be reliant heavily on the scribing system to obviously fix your heals. Because if you've got Animal Companions, you've got Herald of the Tome, you've got Assassination, you've got 3 damage lines. You don't have a defense line in there or a heal line. Let's go there. That's where we can go. And we'll decide where we go from here whilst we wait. Alright, let's go down to Ash. What is happening at Ash? Oh, bee juice is ready. It's always the way, always the way. But at least you kind of got an idea to see what this thing does. And said if you are interested in the build, it is available on the members tab, and I will be posting this update, which is the site changes. Probably, I might do it after the stream tonight, or I might do it tomorrow. Or it'll be like before next week. Alright, so another death match. We've got a healer with us, I think, this time. I recognise him as a healer, he's pretty decent. Oh, it's alright, Mary. What I did on my Arcanist Ice build is I utilised Winter's Embrace, because you get the 12% ice passive, which increases all your ice damage by 12%. So it's damage. You also get Polar Wind, which is a burster on HP, so you just stack health. And you have the Ice Fortress for your armor buff. So you end up getting in a position where you've got loads of cool stuff. Get away from him there. Here's a damage thing on him. We got some sustain back. I went to go for the streak. Polar Wind's your favourite. Yeah, Polar Wind's great. It's kind of like you have to really lean into it. That's the only issue with it. Good skill in his own right. Someone hit me with an explosion. Theirs wasn't as big as mine though, thankfully. Because I have no armor. To be hit for 10k is really low. We've got an assist again. I get them really low. And there's someone else just from behind with a little bit of a heal. Adric Spear is very good, but I struggle with... Yeah, Adric Spear is really good. It's a lot better than I thought, in all honesty. I can't get up there. I was hoping you could. So it hits very hard. There's the overload. Is just trying to pull one. Got hit with somebody else's thing. Let me position up better because I'm getting quite like hyper aggressive. That's better. $13K. Trying to get them on a couple of stairs. My heels go in. I got so close. He had a bomber as well, so each time I got him low, he just getting his bomb, on my explosion. Got 9 assists. Yeah, Mary is saying about the Polar Wind's their favourite skill. I think Polar Wind's, as I said, it's decent. You just have to really lean into it, and that's the only like issue I have with it. It's good at what it does. It's just that you have to really lean into the skill itself. And then, yeah, with Blaze saying that the Adric Spear line is quite hard to use. I think when I was looking at Adric Spear for like just general use, what I found it kind of gave you is like a really good ult. That was kind of like its main use. Now, is it better than Dawnbreaker? No. I think Dawnbreaker's better, but it's cheaper. So if I look at the Templar line, for example, you've got obviously Crescent Sweep. So this is obviously 11,000. Now Dawnbreaker obviously is going to be less than about similar. So it's like 13k with a dot. The difference is though with the Adric Spear, this has this 60% damage boost. So this is actually worth more than Dawnbreaker. It's cheaper. You also get access to really good passives. Loads of crit damage. Minor Berserk, Minor Protection when you do stuff. Burning Light, 3 damage, like just dot. Balanced Warrior. And this Burning Light applies for any damage. Doesn't have to be from the skill line. So if you're going to use this skill line, I find it works really well for just using the ult. Or using the like charge as a gap close or the stun. The spammable is a bit like, it's not great personally. So I definitely like having done a lot of subclassing and messing around with builds. I am kind of appreciating Templar more than I did, shall I say. I think there's a lot going for it. And that's true for all of the Templar lines. Like every Templar line is really good. You go Restoring Light, for example. You've got, you know, a Burst Heal that refunds itself pretty much. You've got Armor Buff that gives you sustain and it heals you. You've got a Cleanse that also heals you and allies, and it's a big heal over time. You've got access to really good healing passives. So this is a very good healing skill line, and it's your defense line. And then also with the Templar, just rounding it off, you also have the Dawn's Wrath, which is not the best one, but you've got access to Eclipse, which is Live in Dark, so that's very good. You've got Execute, you've got a Delayed Burst skill, you've got some decent passives. They're not the best, but they're decent. mainly the sorcery. So, like, having done a lot with subclass, and I think the Templar's a lot better than I've realised. But it comes down to like what you're trying to do. You know, when you compare that skill line to assassination with Grim Focus, Incap, surprise attack, stroke, concealed weapon, assassination probably wins for burst because it's more instant damage and it's got more damage sources in that skill line. If you compare it to, say, Animal Companions, the Templar probably has similar damage to Animal Companions, but Animal Companions has more sustain. So there's trade-offs. So it really comes down to how you want to build a Blaze. And I always kind of look at it as what is the trade-off? I've done some videos recently, I won't say recently, about 4 or 5 weeks ago, looking at all the skill lines, looking at kind of where they'd go on a ranking list. And I think they're like solid B's and A's as a skill line. They're not like S tier. Like S tier is like assassination. It's very, very good. Assassination is like super, super good. Animal Companions, super, super good because it's damage, it's sustain, it's damage buff, it's cleanse, it's resources. I'll take the shield. Oh, they went this way. I'm so sorry, mate. The village was that 3 bombs. I got him. He literally ran like there's no tomorrow. I got them all. Do you see that? That was a great little bomb there, wasn't it? Like, look at that. That was a quad kill. Like, you can't tell me this doesn't work. I think that's going to be like in the gameplay clip, that is. And the range on it as well was, absolutely stupid. I'm going to go for another one here. I tried to get the execute on him. I went to go for the kill, almost blew him up. Almost got him. One day I will use that Stalk execute. It's only good for this. Because I can put on tree ties, it makes it do spammable damage. And if they get lower, then I get the explosion, which then triggers the Fisher's Death. It's very niche. Like, very, very niche. I think for like a normal mag Sulk, I wouldn't use it personally. Just use Spec Bow. Love it. Oh, he came to kill me and I literally blew him up. I bet he had a big surprise there, innit? Go back, go back. Ah, I got him. Love it. Pop. Thank you for those 2 kills. Yeah, it's a monster set. It's really freaking good. Come out. I'm waited. Dead. Dead. Ah. Oh. I went to go for the streak for him to blow him up. He got me. He got me. About 12 kills. I'm like proper buzzing about that bomb at range though. That 4 people at... Oh, it's glorious. Oh, well, I tried to escape it. I didn't get the execute on the right guy, which is why that pack didn't blow up. But yeah, I think if you can run this in a duo, honestly, it'll be actually disgusted. Yeah, Streak, if you got a spare slot going. Oh, I'm so close. Wasn't able to get the full up damage. He literally walked in there and got the kills with his one. It was a very close match, actually. Literally, he managed to steal my kill. Yeah, quad kill. It's definitely a fun build. Streak says, I'm not a mag Sulk, I play Warden DK Arcanist. You play Sulk, Streak? George, you won it many times. Many times. You're very good on Sulk. Monkey says, what's the best Frost set these days? It depends on like what you want to kind of view as a Frost set. No, it's fake. I'm a DK main. Well, you're very good on Sulk, Streak, and Streak's a Sorcerer skill, so I'm gonna say you're a Sorcerer main. To Monkey's question about the best Frost sets, you have a few options. Hrothgar's Chill is kind of like mid. It's okay. It's not amazing, it's not terrible, it's okay. You then have more Frost increasing sets, so things like Frostbite. That works because it gives you loads of crit damage on your Frost skills, and also Frost damage boost generally, which is quite nice. So that can be quite decent, but you have to really lean into that Frost playstyle. What I did, I can probably show it quickly here, is to make like the Frost build. I had this as Chidden Soul, so I had Frost damage here, class Mastery as an Arcanist, which basically made this become an Arcanist skill. So I had an Ice Spammer that generated that generated Crux. I then utilised Abysmal Impact and changed it to Tentacular Dread, which is an Ice skill. And then so you could charge it up using your Chidden Soul, which gave you an Ice burst skill, which is really nice. I then utilised the Destructure Staff, Ice Reach, which is an Ice Dot. You could then also utilise the Contingency and change it to Frost Contingency with a Frost Dot. And then you end up having access to like 4 or 5 Frost damage skills, which means it's actually viable. So if you're going to do it, like go down that route, but that's very niche. As for like Frost proc sets, there's no real good like burst. Mary's going, what about the Tentacle Monster set? I'll show you the stats on it. It is very obscene. So I am using this set. It's Ophidian. While in combat, casts an ability that leaves effect on the ground, summons a tentacle. After 2 seconds, it stuns people. If they can't be stunned, it does a lot more damage. This is fantastic. This is like the special sauce, because that is what helps you get the kills. 6k. It hit someone for. So you got that 6k, that's 13k, that's now 19, almost 20k for those two things itself. Plus you have all the glyphs, all the other things, so it's lots and lots and lots of damage. So the tentacle, very, very, very good. And it also looks awesome. Like, throwing out a giant ball of like energy and you've got a giant tentacle thing pop out, hit people. It's pretty satisfying, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been able to find a way to make this better than what it currently is. So, I literally spent about 5 hours on PTS yesterday just testing different bomb specs to kind of go, what can we bomb with? Like, yes, I could use the Necro Dark Convergence smash thing, but I was trying to bomb without needing the ultimate. And that was kind of the hard part. Because to get enough damage without using an ult is incredibly hard. Like, incredibly hard. Because most ults add about 10 to 20k damage. And if you don't have that, you lose a lot of damage. And obviously you want to keep the Fisher's Death because that's super, super cool. So that has a tooltip of 20,100. So again, if you blow somebody up with that, and then with the ocular here too, another 5k, it's just a chain reaction, just boom, 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 boom. Lots and lots of kills. But like all the trade-off is that we're super squishy. So we're like very, very squishy. But yeah, I can't think of any way like to make this to have more damage than what it currently has. We're doing a back bar, front bar push. So we have a, obviously, Fisher's Death front bar, Convergence back bar. I even went as much as put this as a stamina glyph, because this will proc the Sworded, which is minor breach, so we get the minor breach there. This has about an 80% proc rate, and with charge it's almost 100%. Really, really nice there. So I was like really trying to find out how can we get that damage into the build, and there's not much else we can do. And I did try things like Shattered Fate, so I was using that. So I tried Shattered Fate, I looked at Torag's Pact even, and this was just an old staff I had, but I was just like testing it out. I then looked at Gourmand to how that work out. I then looked at things like Frostbite, not Frostbite, Winterborn, sorry, there it is. So I tried loads of different things. And Lucas is like, Dan, he's back. Yeah, I'm back. What I've been doing between like last videos and more is just testing PTS. So like the last 2-3 weeks I've just been on the PTS like mad, just trying different things, finding builds and stuff that are more like niche, fun but effective. And that's kind of where this build came from. It came from that kind of, how far can we push the explosion? Can we get a ranged bomber? And it was yes we can. But no, it's good to see. Oh, someone's got a banner. Oh, magic damage. Oh, 1 second, just buffing up. Come here, team. Did. I got so aggressive trying to get him. That just does eating the heavy attack. Lucas says, so which of your build will change after the new patch? There's a few things that do change. The Sulk I'm looking at still. Damage sigil, yes please. Take that, thank you. That is always fun. Goodbye, group. He stole my kills though. The guy came behind me, literally. But there's so much damage. There you go. Take those. Very nice. Let me take the sigil. That's always going to be useful. And Mary's like, that's damage. Yeah, the damage is awesome on this. Absolutely awesome. Like, you'd always want more damage, don't get me wrong, yeah? Oh, how can it not fire it there? I tried going in. See how heavy attack's got me. Yeah, if you want me to change build, by the way, there's a poll going. So at the moment, it's like really split between stay on it or change. Freaking heavy attack person at the top. Really annoying. That person there doesn't do a lot, but it's just enough to like mean I can't channel my explosion as much as I'd like. But yeah, to Lucas's question, what's changing next patch? The 1 bar DK is going to stay the same. That's exactly the same. The 1 bar Sorcerer, I'm probably going to keep that the same because I can't see how else we can do that. I am, however, considering adding Black Gem Monstrosity to it. Dropping a little bit of Magicka to give us a bit more sustained damage, which I think is probably worth it. On the 2 bar version, I can't see how we can get that in without changing what we currently have. Because we still need access to the Major Resolve, so we need Mighty Tudor, or we need to use Hurricane or Boundless Storm, which obviously then creates issues in itself, because you then have to go, well, what do I drop? We also lose a little bit of Magicka because of the changes with Dark Magic and Storm Calling. So we obviously have some issues there. So like the 2 bar Sork, it's going to be similar, but I'm probably going to keep it as it is and then probably see how it goes. I am considering, do I go down the max mag still? Or do we drop the max mag and go down spell damage? And use something like Rallying Cry instead? So like my initial thoughts are possibly Rallying Cry, back bar, front bar Wretched, back bar Rose Skull monster set. And then actually then add in a Hurricane, because we can then afford the stam on it. Because we've got the Rose Skull giving us sustain. And then use the Assassination, Storm Calling, and Daedric Summoning still. Again, I'm looking at different options and how we could do it. I was also looking at maybe starting in Bound Armaments. That's very good. And we have access to it anyway. Because Bound Aegis is pretty, like, meh now. So, like, the Sork needs a bit more work. Lucas is asking, Love the one bar DK, but can't farm Pyre Band. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, and farming it takes quite some time. What you can do, which is what I did to speed it up, I'm gonna hop in there now, I'll show you. In the area, you get like this currency called Archive Your Fortunes, and you can use them to buy a few things. My first advice would always be buy the upgrades that affect the arena. So there's certain like upgrades you can buy from the far, I think it's west side or north side, over here somewhere. Here it is. And then they sell different things for you. And he will sell like different achievements for you. So here they are. So like, first thing I would say is buy these. These are very important. These make it way easier to do this arena, and they make quite a big difference. Once you've got those, you'll find it's a lot easier to get into the arena and that to get further in. And then you want to focus on getting the status effect one, which is really good because these make it stupidly strong. You can then use your other fortunes that you get spared to buy these blue ones. And I'd literally just buy like 10 of these. And just open until you get what you need. That's what I did. I found when I was doing it, I would get about 5,000 to 10,000 fortunes a run. And within that run, I would get typically 2-3 Pyre Band pieces. I would suggest when you do it, use a DK as the class that you do it on, because you get the sets based on the class you're on. And I literally just subclassed it to an Arcanist. That's all I did. Get Coag, and that was it. And that will make it much easier because you get the sets that drop when you beat the little glass dude each time is based on the class you're currently using. So it has like a way higher chance to give you what you want. The other thing you can do is also run in a duo, because you can trade with the other person. So if the other person is with you, they can obviously get a drop. If they're on DK, you can get a drop. If you're on DK, you can trade between you. Can help. But even it's as simple as you get to the glass boss, before you do it, ask a mate to jump in on a DK. You kill the boss. He gives you his drop. And then literally go to like, do it 2-3 times when you kill the boss. And then just reset. If you don't want to do that, you could use something like Savara's Scales. It's not as good. I was also using Plague Break for a while. Plague Break was okay. There's a lot of people with Warden with the cleanse, so that was proccing quite consistently. But yeah, Savara's Scale is quite good. Feminist, Smite, Sheer Venom's decent. You obviously need to get a Poison Dot with Sheer Venom though, and an Execute, so that's the only issue with that one. So I'd probably go Savara's Scales personally. But Pyre Band is way better. Like, it is a lot better than Savara's Scales. I can show you the tooltips. If we go to arenas. It's a trial, isn't it? Is it a trial? It's quite late where I am. Infinite Archive is the same little thing, isn't it? So it's a 7k dot on this build with a 5k heavy attack, and if they're low health, it does double damage, almost triple damage. And the damage scales with more debuffs on them. So the more dots you put on them, the more this goes up by too. So it's basically 7k over 6 seconds, or 1,200, roughly 1,100 a second, plus this extra scale in here. When you compare it to Savara's Scales, I think that's an overland set. Where does it come from? I'll have a little look for it now. If you can remind me where Savara's Scales come from, I'll check. I thought it was miscellaneous. I need to have a look. Because I know it can come in every weight, so it's a bit of a weird one. But yeah, Savara's is just not as good. Oh, healer with them, they have. Okay, we need to pull back. And then we'll try and get behind them because they've got a healer with them. It's going to make a big difference. You can see the heal's already going. Yeah, that healer's going to cause a big problem for us. No, my team don't seem that useful. We need like people to be bait, basically. Got with dots. Someone else got me from behind. Ah! Got me my own bloody build. Hey, you right, Sam? Oh. That healer is doing so much healing. Yeah, I'm good. It's good that you're okay. We're on like a range that blow stuff up at distance, but the healers are so annoying. Hey, you got a job in the juice bar, nice. There's so much hills in there. So low. London life is expensive. Oh yeah, London's so expensive, mate. Freaking healers, I hate healers so much. They make it so hard to get any kills. We've got kills still. I need help optimize the CP to a 300 PvP range build. That's not a lot of CP. The best way to optimize it is to grind CP. But if you're gonna like with 100 CP max, you could probably do something like this. You'd have to go like 10 here, which is not a lot. And then 10 here, so really at 20 blue ones. Then you can get one of these. So you go, okay, that's now 6% there. That's 70 already that you spent. Plus 30 here. So you get 25 there. You got 5 points spare to like put somewhere, which you can't really do anything with that 5 points. So because that's still 10. But you can literally do 10, 10, 50, 25. So yeah, not much you can do for it, sadly. If it's 300 for the blues, then you could probably make it work a bit more. And then if you like 300, you want to focus on getting this maxed, this maxed, this, that's 50, 100, 150 for those three there already, plus 10, 20, 30. And then you can grab like Ironclad. And then you just put them in the others. So it depends, are you 900 CP or are you 300 CP? But yeah, no, it's good that you've got a job, Sane. How are you finding the UK? You've been over here a little while now. Is it kind of what you thought it was, or is it different? Savara is from the Thieves Guild area. Okay, that's a gold, not gold, Hughes Bane, I think it is. DLC zones. Gold Coast, Hughes Banes. This is with CP, by the way. So when you deal damage, you 8.7k a meter, an additional 8k over 6 seconds. 7-second cooldown. So you're looking similar DPS to Pyrobound, but you don't have the additional scaling. And the 2 pieces and 3 pieces aren't as good. Is it terrible? No, it's a decent set. But like, this is 8k over 6 seconds. I'll show you what Pyrobound is with my CP on. Infinite Archive. So you see Pyrobound 6.4. The advantage of Pyrobound is that each time you do a light attack, it procs. So what can end up happening is you can hit it on target 1. Every second it will tick. So second 1 it ticks. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's tick, 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 tick. If you light attack in the middle of that, you can then reset that timer. So you can end up kind of getting it to double proc sometimes. So say you hit them a light attack 1 and they've got the dot on them. You re-engage and the dot ticks, but you then land the light attack just after that tick or dot. You then get 2 ticks because it's reset and it's reapplied. And that's where this set becomes strong, because it's doing that a lot. And that's why like the old Way of Fire used to be really good for that, because you could do the similar effect with that. So anything that where it's like procs on light attacks with no cooldown, it allows you to just, it rewards you for being more aggressive, basically. Which is why this gives you more DPS than Savara Scales. The advantage of Savara Scales is you can buy it, so if you don't want to farm it. It's not a terrible set. You got the initial hit, but it's like once per target. And then if they cleanse it, you have to wait the full 7 seconds. Whereas with the Pyrobound, if they cleanse, you're going to light attack on the next hit anyway, so you're going to put it back on them. So they always have it on them. So that's kind of why I prefer Pyre. We've been on the build for a while. People seem like kind of keep on it generally. So I'm curious to go, what's your thoughts of the build then? Yeah, put a poll up about the build. And it's basically, what do you think of it? What's around here? It looks like alt. I'll take it. Free alt. I'll have a look at the message in a sec. So I want to try and get some alpha like strike here. He is literally going around like there's no tomorrow. Got him. Yeah, you for cloak. Kill me, people! Solo resource. Bugger off. Oh, that's... Oh, no, they got me with a cheeky Dawnbreaker from behind. I didn't see it. Oh. Same says about London. It's a good place to live. Clean and fresh air. Beautiful weather unless it gets too hot. I still can go to park and stay there for the whole day if I'm not working, which is good. No mosquitoes, no blackouts, like my country. No, it's good that you're liking it. It has a lot going for it. $17k over that. So explosion. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, almost had the other one too. So close, so close, so close. Almost got him. 11 kills, I'll take that. That's pretty... The damage is so fun on this. Oh. There is a poll going about the build, so what do you think? Do you like it or not? I've put a few options. Blaze, Snakes in the Stars. Has anybody used it? Is it good? It's a bit mid, to be honest. The idea of sort of Snake in the Stars is that it's meant to be the set that's meant to counter healers. So anybody who stack heals is meant to be to stop those people. The problem is that you can still heal whilst you take the damage. So Snakes in the Stars, every time you get hit with a damage heal, you take about 1000 Oblivion damage. Most heal over times. We'll pop into Cyrodiil. It's been doing it for a little while. Most heal over times, I find, are typically larger than a Snakes in the Stars proc. And what ends up happening is, yes, you're stopping them healing, but because they're in a group, you don't really have enough damage in that window to actually benefit from it. And against like other players who are like solo and stuff, they don't have enough heal over times on them to make it worthwhile running. So then you're kind of in this really weird predicament where it's kind of like it's hit and miss. And so I think it's just there's better sets. Like if you're going for a dot set, just use Savara Scales. It's better. Unleashed Terror is pretty decent, especially if you stack them together. They can be quite nasty. Let's go that way. Is that rails? That's Glade Mist. That is rails over there, isn't it? Yeah. They are going to run. We're going to go that way then. Sorry, I was just working out roughly where they're going to take the scroll, because they're not going to keep it there, are they? They're going to try and bring it back. Same saying, this country is clearing their mine, but I still see people throwing things here and there, which I hate. Asylum seekers are a problem. I don't want to hate, but see corrupted people from my country. And then he's also said corrupted was still tolerable. Yeah, I think obviously I don't want it to be like a political thing, because I'm British. My thoughts with the whole situation is there's a lot of people that kind of come over who have a legitimate case, but the case can't be heard because they come over illegitimately, because there's no route to come here like legally. So you're in this weird kind of paradox where you can't hear them out unless they get here, but you can't get here legally. So you're kind of stuck between well, what do you do? And then you always have people always in the middle of these systems that kind of will abuse it or will get taken advantage of. So it's just it's a desperate situation for everyone involved. And I don't think the issue actually is that. I think the issue is lack of inequality. Lots of people are rich and lots of people are poor, and there's no in the middle. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. Anton says, needs to be tested against more higher skill players. Yeah, 100%. When I was using it in duels and stuff, it had the damage to burst people. So we'll see if we can catch the scroll, because the scroll, it should run through here in theory. We're waiting to see the scroll. Oh, he's dead. Look at Rush of Agony. Couldn't get any damage off because of the lag. I had to push my streak. It didn't fire. You'll see, I have mag. They go for the streak to proc it. Let's go Chalman. Sam says, now I have no time to play ESO. Yeah, that's that kind of feeling you get that's living in the UK. Things are very expensive, so you work a lot. Oh, he's running back. Is that a good sign or a bad sign? I will queue for BG as well, because I hate the Riding and Cyrodiil. It's too big. Like there's so much emptiness in it. Look, this is like. Okay. Oh, I pulled the wrong person at the back. Ah, they got me with Jades. That's the only issue, like when there's so many people, because we're focusing on using Mage's Wrath to like trigger the bomb, if there's somebody that we don't hit, it's hard to then trigger it sometimes. Reds are incoming. Yeah, try to get them. Was that 3 deep fishes? That's a ball group, that is. I've got BG thing I'll do. So yeah, I think like if you can hit the person right, it's got good damage. I'll show you for context. It's like this was in Cyrodiil, yeah? No, it was 16k to that player. 12k to that player there was him. 10k. So like, it does hit hard. I think with what we're trying to do though, we're trying to like, get enough damage to not need the ult, and I think we're like on the cusp of it. And like obviously to Anton's bit about against high skill players, with a bombers never go for high skill players. Like if you bomb, you're not going to go for a like coordinated ball group with 45k health each. You're going to go for the group that has little Billy over there with 25k health, rocking his Reliquin, because he's going to be the one that's going to die quick. That will trigger the bomb. Goodbye. Oh, loads of people dead. $27k, take that. So good. Okay, we have 4 kills then. Same says is work and walk. I like it though. No time to be bored doing nothing. I like bomb builds, but I'm bad at them, which is why I hate them. 13k tick. Oof. It's the fact that it's one skill. You got to bear in mind there's all the other full proc damage with this. If we want to have the explosion to hit harder, we can get that. That's that group dead. Look at that. That was 3 people there. So like, you know, it definitely works. Get my heals going. I'm so low in health. So low in health. Oh. Oh yeah, we don't use Battle at all for this though, which is what I think is awesome. I really like that. Thank you. Ah, I got him. Got him. $13k there, take that. I got him too, thank you. Oh, look at it, look at it, look at it. 14 kills. Damage is definitely there. Ah, look at that. 14 to 1, 7 kills. That's awesome. And it doesn't use an ult. Like, the fact that we can do that without an ult is really silly. Yeah, see you same. Always good chatting. But yeah, what I'll do, I'm going to sort of wrap up here in a moment, but this gives you a really good idea of how this build plays. So like, if you're interested in this kind of weird, just stacking explosion as much as you can whilst making it playable and bomb, this will be on the member section. It uses some weird interactions which I do need to explain in the video properly. I'm going to show you now, before I kind of wrap up though, some of the melee versions, because I know Blaze was asking about how can you bomb without needing to use Balorg and like stack an ult, and that's what I was working on when I then updated this build, because I found a better combo. So if you bear with me, I will switch the thing over. That should be playing a video, but which one it's... So bear with me one moment. I am very bad at multitasking, as you can tell. So here's some gameplay of this build, or the previous version. Whilst I quickly switch over to the PTS, just to show you some alternative bomb specs that I've been working on, to try and find different ways you can bomb. And this was obviously again using that 16k. That's disgusting. It's actually disgusting how hard they hit. There's definitely things I'd combine from the two versions. Oh, this is one of my favourite clips. Look at this. This is awesome. Ready? Are you telling me that does not look cool? Like the explosion into the leap. I think that looks awesome. But yeah, we're going to hop into the PTS quick, because I'll just show you what I was working on. And Mary's like, yeah, it does look cool. And you can see that was the testing. So that's without Vicious Death, that build. And you can see it's got enough damage that bursts individuals, but it can't do groups. Whereas the changes I've made means it now can do groups. And the only time where it was doing groups before was with the damage sigil. Whereas now we have Vicious Death, we had other options. That was a very clutch kill there, wasn't it? I literally got the health. This was in Cyrodiil on stream a few weeks back. So again, you can see it's a slight variation, because I'm using Chill and Soul, which is a different script and stuff. Okay, what I'm going to show you now in a second is I'm on the PTS, and I will show you some kind of bomb stuff that I've been working on as alternatives to needing Balorg, because that's kind of what was bugging me when I was bombing a lot of the time, is you had to have 500 ult to make it viable, and that wasn't realistic. Being blunt, how often do you get 500 ult? Not that often. So I'm going to pause that there. So, we're over in the PTS, and here we are on an alternative bomber that I'm working on. It's not finished, but I think there's a lot of merits to it. So the idea is that when you see the target, we are utilizing this monster set here, the Caravan Highlands set. Basically, when you kill a person, you get blood debt, and each person you kill, you get 15 ult. It basically gives you your ult back, which means you can spam the ult. So I was going, well, this is a really good set if we can get a cheap ult that hits hard. So then that then got me to thinking, Crescent Sweep hits like a truck. So if I put on my damage buff, it's, 11k almost. Now we have 20,000 pen. So we're going to hit very hard with 5k damage. So this is going to hit hard, and it has a 60% bonus damage. And it's really cheap. If you go down to your assault skill line, you've got combat frenzy. That's 20 kills, 20 ult there. So it's 20 plus the 15 from one person, plus the 30 ult gen. So every kill you get will pretty much recharge this ult, which is what I was trying to build around. I was then going, well, as a bomb, how can you get more delayed damage at once? What can you do? So then I looked at doing a front bar, back bar push. So then I was looking at, well, Dark Convergence, we need some way to pull them into the group. And we need something to, like, Fisher's Death to explode them. So then got me thinking about, well, the Sorcerer has access to really good passives, like Amplitude, Expert Mage, Energize, really good damage passives for killing stuff. So I then went around this route. So the way in which this one plays is that we buff up. So when we see the group, we can like go around our merry business. We go for the proxy debt. And then you light attack. And then you gap close in. And synergize. And all of that lands if you do it at the right speed at once. You also get Dark Convergence too, if you get the light attack to land before you do the toppling charge. You want to buff up again. And you can synergize like that. And obviously chuck in the ult in the middle. When I was testing this against players on the PTS, this was hitting, the guy had 32k health and I was bursting him consistently. Every single time I went in, I killed him. I don't know if the combat metrics saved. I don't think they did from before. I did it with the guy? Nah. Blaze says, Soul Harvest back bar ult. Yeah, you could do. It was just, I don't have it available though. So I'd probably go Overload and do some shenanigans with Overload instead. Because what you can do is this. Let me charge my ult up. And this is how you get even more damage out of it. So like you'll see your target. Proxy debt. You then go for the light attack overload about 3 seconds. Do the thing. And everything lands at once. And what's nice is they're also the stunned, because from this will stun them. And so there's different ways you can get the toppling charge if you want for the stun. I was just playing with different morphs. So I'd use this as the guaranteed stun. You then got this, which hits really hard. You got this. Because you've used the overload and used the sweep turns off the overload, so it just resets. So again, it's just another way to get more delayed damage into the combo. And it lands like that. So it's a lot of damage, very, very fast. Like Crescent's 45k. Obviously these are going to be halved in PvP and then lowered again. But that was what I was working on, is to kind of go, well, can I do this without? And then what you can then also do by using the same tech is just change the monster to different things. So you could try like the tentacle mask, which I was playing around with. That's where I then got the idea of going, why am I doing this in melee? Maybe I just do this at range. I then made a Rush of Agony version to see how does that work. The Rush of Agony had a bit more damage. Was a little bit quicker. But awkward to play. So we'll put on the Rush. So this one was a lot easier to use because it's much, much faster. And you obviously have the Mage's Fury if you want. That was just there as a passive damage boost. So if you use Rush of Agony, which I think is better for this, it's easier and it's way quicker. You can again put on the Overload on the back bar, which you probably should. Eve's fine. And so I'll do the Rush so you can see like the damage there. And again, this utilizes this monster set still, so it's still really cheap. And our penetration's still pretty decent, look. 17k, so we've got good pen. But with this one, you see your target, you do your proxy deck, move around. You can then throw on that, then the topple. And obviously you'd chuck in the crescent too. So it's much, much faster. So I'll do it with the crescent as well this time. So this is probably how I'm going to try my bombing next. Because all we need is one kill. That's all you need to trigger the bomb. I don't think we need the Balorg with it. But if you look at the damage, so if we just show you the tooltips. You've got 11,000 there, plus a 13k synergy, plus an 8k there. And that's instant on the target, with the obviously initial tick. When you get to the target, you then have this 11,000 here, which does 60%, so it's about 16, 17,000. Then you got 8.5 plus another 2.6, so like 11k there. So we hit up as like 11,000, 28,000, 39,000, 52,000, 60,000. Glyph as well. So when you kind of combine it all, it's like going to do about 30k burst. And that doesn't need to use Balorg. Now, could you use Balorg and get like an easier way to kill? Yes, that was completely an option. But I'll do it at full speed. So this, you know, move around at full speed. I see the group. Go for my combo. Oh, my bar stop didn't work because the PTS lag. Let me try that again without the PTS lag. Latency. Yeah, it's 188. But this type of build is very, very sensitive to lag. So buff up. You see your target. You move around. And then that's 48k on the dummy. And that's all AoE. Anybody in the middle that gets hit really hard. What's nice is you then pulse this AoE around you whilst you're spamming this AoE. So you're doing a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage. And so yeah, you just have a lot of like just... So again, and this is where I was just trying different bombs to go, can I find a way to bomb without needing to have Balorg? Because Balorg is annoying. Like, it is really annoying to play with. Is it very good? Yes. Is it like one of the best bomb sets? Yes. But you have to charge it up. And I don't like charging up. I'm impatient. I don't know if you kind of got that already, but having to wait is just like, oh. John says, is PvP on console easier than on PC? I play on PC EU for context. I used to play on Xbox EU about 7 years ago. This is going to be a bit of a spicy take, but I found Xbox EU players were decent. You had good players, you had bad players, but you had more concentrated good players because if you were good, you liked to kill people. If you weren't good, and you didn't want to get killed, you left. So you had a lot of concentrated good players. When I went to PC EU, you had a more mix. There's more players, so there's just more variation. Some good players, some bad players. when I went to PCNA, because there's even more players there, I found that it was much easier to kill on PCNA. And I've got clips when I was on PCNA with like 300 CP 1vxing. So it is, you know, read into that as you wish. I found PCNA was the easiest to play and kill because there's just so many different types of people. People build very differently on PCNA too. PCE, you build incredibly tanky because of lag. So you see 35, 40k health, very common on damage dealers. Don't know what, you know, that's like on console anymore because I've not been there for a very long time. Blaze says, Kina, monster set's it's quite easy to use. I think it's okay, but I wouldn't use it for this. Because what we're trying to do with this is land all the damage. So I'll do the combo again. Is to land all the damage at once, or within a shorter window as possible. That's what bombers are trying to do. No, if you about 3 seconds is like your max from initial hit to killing them is the window you have. Any more than that, they're going to escape. So when you do the full combo, it looks something like this. So about 3 seconds, you then go for the attacks. I'll swap bar bin and swap bar. You'll see there I'll push the left on the arrow. That's just PTS lag. I'll do it again. So let me... On actual live, it's not so bad. But like this is obviously very sensitive to lag, as with all bombers. So 3.4 seconds, 46k damage. And it's just a huge amount of AoE instantly. And obviously bear in mind that there's more people there. The damage will scale because you've got the proxy scaling. You also have the Rush for Agony that wasn't even in there. But that would also proc and do a lot of damage. So this is like what I found as kind of an alternative to using Balorg. When I was testing against people with 30k health, I could kill them consistently. And that they had 30k health, 26k armor. I also did 30-30, and I could kill them with 30-30. And then I went down the range route, which is obviously you saw all stream. So I'll just show you that quickly for people that's just joined. So this is a ranged bomber that I've been working on. I don't go where it has so much more health than live. I'm missing loads of passives, clearly. But you don't have to have overload. You literally just see your person. You do this. So, tree ties, channel, contingency. And you... That was 56k damage there in 2.4 seconds. At range. And that would trigger like chain bombs, as I was showing it on stream all night. It had around about a 65 to 80% success rate. If you can target the one person that you're aiming at, you will then trigger the bomb. If somebody gets in the way, you don't get the bomb. And obviously that's how this build is playing all evening. But yeah, I'm going to kind of leave it here because it is very late where I am. I will make a video obviously on this. Here's just some additional gameplay of the like older version. I'm just going to skip forward a bit. This is disgusting, this duel. Watch this. 22k blew up. Actually disgusting. But yeah, if you like these more niche, wacky builds, that's what the YouTube members section on my channel is all about. Where I post like just really weird stuff. You know, arranged just stacking elemental explosion or the 140,000 health tank. So if you want to like look at that stuff, there's details below. If you get questions between now and the next video, I do have a Discord. That is by far the easiest way to get a hold of me. So if you like need help and stuff, do consider joining the Discord. It's free. I'm going to put a link in the chat now. And if you haven't done so already, do subscribe. It really helps out. And I'm just saying massive thanks to all the YouTube and Patreon members. It means a lot. I'll catch you next video stream. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care. and bye.